Let's take a trip to a town just outside of Medellin, Colombia. In this agricultural town, farmers do not have modern technology that we enjoy today. They are potato farmers and rely solely on nature to give them a good crop each year. There are no scientific instruments that help these people know whether they will experience a particularly warm season, also known as El Nino. Although they do not use modern technology, these farmers have been making use of the nature to help them predict the weather for the past 1,000 years. Each year, at the end of June, these farmers look to the stars for a hint of what the weather will hold in the next 6 months. They are looking for a constellation known as Pedaleus, an 11-star constellation in the sky. If Pedaleus appears bright and clear in the pre-dawn sky, then the farmers anticipate abundant rains and a beautiful crop for the season. If the stars appear dim, however, the farmers expect little rain and a small, late crop. In January of 2000, a paper was published in an issue of Nature about a team of scientists from Le Mont de Hertie Earth Observatory examining the science found behind this old tale. After doing months of observations and calculations, Mark Kane, a researcher at the observatory, said that the technique the farmers had been using worked rather accurately. Each year, the stars would give hint to the farmers on whether an El Nino would come through that season, and would almost always prove correct. The team of scientists looked for a correlation between high cloud cover over the central Andes in June, the precipitation amount from October to February, and the amount of potatoes harvested at the end of the season. Their discoveries found that when there was a brewing El Nino, there was an increased incidence of high, transparent clouds over the Andes that dimmed the look of the stars. Roughly 6 months later, the El Nino would result in a hot, dry growing season, which would reduce the potato crop. Another scientist on the team, Ben Orlov, was saying that it would be safe to say that hundreds of thousands of peasant farmers in the Andes practice this folk art. It has a lot of vitality as a group activity around which the whole village makes their agricultural plans. It is the most important predictive technique they have, and intimately tied to their spiritual and religious techniques. Although the specifics of the traditions vary from town to town, it is used in almost every case to plan the coming planting schedule and estimate the prospective harvest of the year. This technique seems rather far-fetched, but these farmers have been forecasting El Niños for years, a capability that modern scientists only achieved around 30 years ago. What sets these farmers apart from others, says Orlov, is that they strategically apply this information. American farmers tend to keep the same season every year and simply deal with changes in weathers if they arise. This is what makes these farmers so much more advanced than the ones of America today. El Nino is a phenomenon that has puzzled scientists for years. Due to the numerous years of thorough research, the possibility of such a simple answer as the stars seems unreasonable for such a complex problem. Perhaps that's what makes it the most reasonable answer of them all.